everyone, this is MOHSIN Khan. Welcome back to RiskyNetworking. And guys, I hope you all are doing great, right? And as this is my first explanation video, so guys, before starting that, I want to thank you guys. What a response you guys have given. You guys surprised me, I'm telling you, right? I was expecting that yes, I will gonna get some good kind of response, because I did a lot of hard work in creating that my first video. But this kind of response I was not expecting, guys. As you can see it clearly, I have crossed 2100 views and I'm about to cross 250 subscribers. It means a lot to me actually. And actually, as I told you, that I was already having some future plans for risky networking, right? So that time I thought, in order to reach or in order to gain subscribers, it will it is a kind of lengthy process and I'll need some time, right? But the kind of response you have given so far, I'm feeling now that very soon I'll be reaching so many, like, more number of subscribers. So guys, as I told you in the video, that I'll be making some announcements in this video. So I'll be making, guys, two announcements. The first announcement is, which I'll do very soon, okay? So that is, so far guys, I was like having planned to create the video in English language only, but after creating that first video, I had so many people approached me, right? And they requested me that, sir, can you please create videos in Hindi also, because we are not feeling comfortable much with English. So now I decided that yes, okay, I will be creating now the lectures in both the languages. Though the plan is, first I will record in English and then I will dub that lecture in Hindi language also. So on my same YouTube channel, the same lecture will be available in two languages. But when I will do this, guys, when I started asking questions on risky networking, I was asking some random questions, okay? So few questions are there. Those questions I will simply covering in English language only, right? And there was some a week when I announced that for this complete week I'll be asking subnetting questions. So when those questions will come, from those questions, right, and the rest of the questions I'll be covering in both the languages. So okay, so few lectures only you will have, you will like have only in English language. But after when that subnetting week will come, those questions will come back, guys. I'll be creating the videos in both the languages. But one more thing, guys, please take care. Don't become habitual of watching Hindi lectures, because watching Hindi lectures are not that much useful. Why? Because if you are working as a network engineer, most of the time you are dealing with US client and UK client, okay? So, and if you are learning in Hindi, it will be tough for you. I'm telling you, when you have to deal with the clients, right, you will face difficulty, guys. Okay, so if you are not feeling comfortable with Hindi, I will recommend you how you have to do that. First, watch my Hindi lecture, then watch the same lecture in English, because in both the languages, I told you, on my channel you will find the lecture, right? So first watch in Hindi and then watch the same lecture in English also. That way you will become very or slowly, you can say, with time you will become, or start becoming comfortable with English also, okay? And try from your end, as soon as possible, stop watching my Hindi lectures and just switch to your English lecture, or the English lectures what I am updating on my YouTube channel, okay? That would be the best strategy for you in order to make yourself comfortable in English, right? Because I can see that either lectures are available in Hindi or in English, right? But if you are having same lecture in both the languages, so you can make yourself comfortable. So that thing I'm especially doing for all those candidates who are not feeling comfortable in English. But that also not the point that I don't want you to improve. I want you to improve also. So because of that, I'll be doing extra hard work, guys. You imagine, if I'm creating a 15-minute video, I have to do double hard work, because now I have to dub that video, the same video, in another language, the Hindi language also, okay? But guys, so utilize that, okay? The way I'm telling you, use that and follow that way, I'm telling you, within a month you will become very comfortable with English. And I think after a month you will stop watching Hindi lectures and you will directly start watching English lectures. Okay, that one big announcement I wanna make here. And this thing I'm especially doing for all those let me rewind it. Okay, so yeah, so this thing I'm only doing for the people who especially requested me, guys. I cannot show you right now the messages, but sometime, okay, after some time I will create a special video kind of thing, and in that video I'll be showing you the responses I have received. Okay, but leave that thing. So that one announcement I'll be I wanted to make. Another announcement is for the people who are experienced, who are working currently in the in the production environment. And what is that, guys? So that is what my next plan for Risky Networking. And initially I was thinking that in order to execute that I have to wait for some time, but now the response, as per the response I have received right from you guys, I'm thinking I don't think so I have to wait for that, for that. In order to execute that, I don't think so I have to wait long for that particular thing. Because guys, I was having some plans of live streaming. Okay, now what is live streaming? Actually, a lot of time when we are working in production network, like a client coming to us, okay, and he is asking or he is requesting us to, let's say, implement, let's say, AnyConnect VPN. So most of the time, okay, a lot of time we are not much familiar. It is just an example. It could be anything. It could be DMVPN, or it could be IPsec, it could be anything. Okay, so guys, then engineers are not always familiar with everything, right? Say you guys agree with me? For example, if you are good with IPsec, that doesn't mean you are good with AnyConnect also, right? Then what will you do next? Will you tell to the client, okay sir, let me understand how AnyConnect, what kind of packets AnyConnect is sending, and what is the concept behind AnyConnect VPN, and then I will come to you that okay, I'm ready to configure the AnyConnect. No, it's not like that. If client is asking you, you have to do it that at the same time, right? So guys, for that kind of scenarios, right, what I have decided, or I was having plan, but now I want to announce that what I'll be doing live streaming. Okay, I will come live. Oh, and understand that. And in front of you on live is live session, guys. I will let's say, for example, I decided, let's say this week the AnyConnect. Okay, then I'll show you that this is how you need to you need to configure the AnyConnect. So that particular session will not contain much theory, but moreover we will focus on practical stuff. You guys got my point? So and apart from that, there are so many scenarios which only exist in live live networks, or real time like production networks. Okay, and those particular things we normally don't cover in our training and all, like CCNP, when we are doing training of CCNP or CCIE even. Normally these kind of thing we are not generally cover, but these things are very important in real time scenarios. Okay, and I myself has configured these kind of setup, right, when this COVID situation happened, right? So that time so many tickets were coming regarding this remote access VPN and all that. Let me give you one example, guys. See, let me erase this. Okay, so for example, guys, let's say there is a PC, right, and this PC is connected to the ISP, and there is a ASA. It is on some remote site, I don't know where it is. Let's say it is ASA1. Okay, I think you can hear the bird sound coming from my back actually, so I can't do anything. Okay, so it is still coming, right? It is actually, it's her routine, the bird's routine. It is at the this time she is in the she's doing every single day, like. Okay, so right guys, so for example, this is PC1. This PC1 is connected via AnyConnect VPN, the remote access VPN, let's say RA VPN, to that ASA1. and it can access all the resources which are behind ASA1. For example, I'm having some one SMTP server. Now there is another site of same organization, and that site is, let's say, ASA2. Let's say that is present in some other country, and behind this ASA2 one HTTP server is there. You guys got it? Now what happened, client is coming to me. Now client is requesting that I want to connect to ASA1 via remote access VPN, and at the same time I want to access this HTTP server, right guys? So PC1 is connected to RAVPN, like remote access or any connect VPN with ASA1, and it can easily access SMTP, but it is not having direct connection with this ASA2, right? And at the same time, either you can connect to ASA1 or you can connect to ASA2. But client is saying that at the same time, I want to access SMTP and also HTTP using the same VPN. Okay, how would you achieve that? So in this kind of scenario, what you will do, guys, you will set up an IPsec tunnel in between ASA1 and ASA2, IPsec tunnel, right? And then you will do some special type of configuration, which we very rarely doing. Okay, and if someone has done it, is great, but a lot of time, guys, people are not having that much of exposure, I'm telling you. So for example, okay, so now from here, let me select some different color. Okay, from where the traffic will come from remote access VPN to ASA1. Now guys, what ASA1 is doing, the traffic which is coming from remote access VPN, it is redirecting the traffic. If it is for that HTTP server, then it will redirect the traffic via this IPsec VPN, and in the same way the return traffic will travel. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm redirecting the AnyConnect traffic to IPsec. These kind of scenarios, guys, are very common in real time or production networks, but generally we don't we don't normally cover such kind of scenarios in our training, right? So that is the reason most of the engineers are they don't feel comfortable with these kind of things. So these kind of things, and so many things are there. Okay, this is just an example. But live stream, guys, without people or without candidates, live stream will not make sense, correct? So I have decided that again I'm saying, guys, the response you guys has given to me, it is awesome. So guys, I have already reached 248 subscribers when in 3 days. Can you imagine? It was like I cannot imagine. Okay, so as soon as I will get 1,000 subscribers, guys, right? As soon as I'll get 1,000 number of subscribers on my channel, 1,000 subscribers on my channel, guys, the next time, just next day even, I maybe, because that time I will be very excited, so I can do that, right? So just after reaching the 1,000 subscribers, I will be announcing that this particular day and that particular time I will gonna have live stream, and I will I'll tell you the which topic we will be covering, so that even you can make yourself prepared for that also, right? So for example, if I'm announcing that I'll be covering AnyConnect VPN, understand that. So what you can do, you can actually go through the theory part, or it's up to you. Like I'm just in advance I will tell you, even if you will not go through, it's completely fine, it's totally up to you. Okay, so these kind of plans I was having, and I was thinking, okay, in order to execute this I have to wait for some time. But I'm telling you guys, the response you are giving me, I don't think so I have to wait for long, right? We can do it. Actually, we can do it. I'm having kind of very positive vibe, guys. As soon as, I'm again telling you, when I will reach 1,000 subscribers, I'll be coming with this. We will do live streaming on Risky Networking. I will come live. I will do every single thing from the scratch, from the IP to AnyConnect to the connectivity. You guys got my point? So that was the announcement I wanted to make in this first explanation video, and I'm telling you guys, I'm just making this announcement by seeing the response you have given to me. Okay, so that's it. That was what I wanted to share with you. Okay, Now guys, let's not waste much time and let's quickly start with the explanation. So guys, again I will be starting from the first question I have asked, and I'm honestly saying I don't even remember which question that was. So let's see which question it was. Let me scroll it up. Okay, it was like 20th March I started that risky networking. Let me see. Okay, so this was my first question. Let me read it for you. So the question says, if we are having a requirement of 1023 host, okay, keep that in mind, in a subnetwork means in a network, then how many minimum number of host bits would be required in order to fulfill this requirement? It's kind of pretty straightforward question. So see guys, in order to find like how many hosts will be required to achieve some number of combinations of host, the combination of host is 1023, right? So how many bits will be required to generate that number of combinations, and we can use 1023 number of valid host IP addresses, right? So in order to calculate this, it is kind of very easy. Just put 2 to the power number of host bits. Okay, so guys, we all know 2 to the power 10 is 1024, right? And my requirement is 1023, but point to be noted, 1024 we cannot use. Why? Because first IP will be reserved for network ID and the last IP will be reserved for broadcast IP address. So we can only use -2, and that would be 1022. So it is giving me one less IP, and if it is giving me like one less IP, then there will be one system will be left and I won't be able to assign that system IP address. So I have to take one more bit in that case, because 10 to the power 2 to the power 10 means 10 number of host bits is not my requirement. Okay, so 2 to the power 11, it would be 2048, and if you will subtract 2, you will get guys 2046. And yes, okay, it is little bit higher, but we have to go with this because this is my requirement, and in order to fulfill 1023 valid host bits, guys, you have to pick 11 host bits. Okay, so 11 host bits are the minimum number of bits will be required in order to fulfill your requirement. And so that's it guys. Let's see which option. Okay, the option B is correct. And now let's see who has given the correct answer. So okay, Sudesh, 12 bit is not correct, it is incorrect. No, okay, he is correcting him. That is what I was saying, right? These kind of discussions when I'm seeing, right, I am feeling very glad. So guys, utilize these things, learn these things. Okay, 10 bits, no, 10 is also not the correct. Okay, now Sudesh is coming up with the correct answer. Yes, that is correct, very good. So 11 is the correct answer guys, and I explained you why it is the correct answer. And one more thing, I'm again telling you guys, initially I asked very basic question. Why? Because when I created risky networking, right, I assume that I am putting the stuff for everyone, even for that candidate, right, who like maybe just today started learning networking. So that kind of that kind of picture I was having in my mind. So initially I have asked very basic questions. So you might feel that okay, what, these are very basics and even a 10 standard kid will know these things. So don't think like that. Okay, initially yes, questions are very very basic, but don't worry guys, with time that level of the standard of the questions will increase, the level of questions will increase, and you will gonna have so many scenario based questions also. And in order to explain even one question, I have to open my notepad, I'm telling you. So stay tuned, be patient, you will gonna have so many good questions guys, right? So but enjoy the basics, right? That's it. So this question, okay, what happened? Okay, so a router work on which layer of OSI model? Okay, pretty straightforward. Everybody, normally people knows this question, like router works on network layer. But if someone is asking, explain me why it works on network. How can you say that it works on network layer? So how can you explain him? What, like, guys, you can explain him like whenever a router receives a packet, okay, it decapsulates that packet at least till network layer, because on network layer, we are specifying the IP address, and router uses destination IP address to take its packet forwarding decision. That means router doing its that. See, what is the functionality of a router? To forward a packet from one network to another network, right? Now, in order to perform its basic functionality, it is using the information and that of which layer, guys? The information of network layer, because we are providing IP header on network layer, right? So because router uses the information of network layer in order to perform its basic operation, and its basic operation is forward a packet from one network to another network. That is the reason, okay, that we are saying router is a layer 3 device, is a network layer device. You guys agree with me? So that is the, like, this is how you can explain to someone, right? So he cannot argue with you. Understand that? Now, switch works on which layer of OSI model? So guys, now we know that, okay, switch works on data link layer, or okay, it is a layer 2 device. But understanding in that way, in order to forward the data, let's say on OSI, let me show you few things very little quick, okay? So this is my, guys, physical layer, then I'm having my data link layer, okay? And on data link layer, whatever the data we are having, we call that as frame. The technical name of that, the entire data, that is called frame. So when switch receives bits, right, switch has to decapsulate those bits at least till layer 2, which is data link layer. Why? Because guys, on layer 2 we are providing the MAC address, right? And switch uses destination MAC address in order to take its packet forwarding decision. You understand that? Now guys, just because switch uses destination MAC address in order to take its packet forwarding decision, means I'm saying packet forwarding decision, but the actual term should be frame forwarding decision, because switch actually forwards frame. But in normal language, right, we are always saying that, yeah, packet. So okay, right? So because switch uses the data link layer information in order to forward the packet, right? And so that is the reason we always call that, yeah, switch is a data link layer device. You guys agree with me? So I said switch uses destination MAC address in order to take its frame forwarding decisions. So guys, now my question to you is switch uses source MAC address? Or whenever a switch receives a frame, will he look at source MAC address? And if yes, then why? If no, then it is pretty straightforward. And if yes, then why switch is looking at the source MAC address? Because switch is a frame forwarding, right? It is a forwarding devices. Networking devices are the forwarding devices. In order to forward something, you just need the destination address. But see, if you are saying no, it's if it is a no, then it's okay. No, cool. But if you are saying that yes, switch looks at the source MAC address whenever it receives a frame, then why it is looking at the source MAC address? And if you know the answer, guys, do the comment below, right? Even you can pause this video right now, go to the comment section and do the comment and let me know that why switch uses the source MAC. And remember, guys, the comments which you will do, that will not only let me know that you know the answer, no, it will gonna help the rest of the candidates who will come on this YouTube channel, and when they will watch this video and when they will look at the comment section, they will find your comment, and that would be like helpful for them. So my motivation was learn together. So if you are coming on my channel, always have that feeling inside that we are coming here, we are coming in Risky Networking to learn together, so that's it, guys. So do the comments below and let me know, let everyone know what is the correct answer. You guys agree with me? And let's see that who gave the correct answer for this question. Now let me see. Okay, 2 comments I can see. Again, Sudesh and Vikash is there. Both has, okay, guys, very good. So yep, this is the correct answer. Very well done, guys. Okay, the next question, hub works on which layer of OSI model? Obviously, guys, hub works on physical layer. Why? Because hub is okay. What we are having on physical layer? We are having electrical signals. Sorry, we are having electrical signals. On physical layer we are having electrical signals, right? In order to read what is the MAC address or what is the IP address, you have to decapsulate these signals first to data link layer. Then in order to read the IP, you have to decapsulate it to network layer. But guys, see, I said hub is a physical layer device. Okay, that means, you know what, for example, if this is a hub, 3 PCs are connected, let's say. Okay, and if this PC is sending a packet, it could be a unicast packet, it could be any kind of packet. You know what hub will do? Without even looking at the packet, hub will simply receive the electrical signal and it will simply broadcast to all the ports. Okay, understood? Except the one from which it is receiving that. So except this port, it will just do the broadcast to rest of the interfaces. So everyone will receive, and if and then the system which are receiving, those systems are the host machines, and they know what is MAC address and what is IP address. So they will read what is the destination MAC, and when they will look at destination MAC, for example, this is PCC, this is PCB, and this is PCA. PCA is sending some data for B. Okay, so that data will have the destination MAC address of B on the frame. So when B and C will receive, and when they will check that is it for me or not, like in order to check is it for me or not, they will check the destination address. Okay, and then C will find that okay, this is not my MAC address, so that means he will understand that okay, this data is not for me. He will simply discard that data, and B will gonna accept it. You understood? So this is how hub works, and that is the reason this guy is not in our network now. Okay. So fine, it was cool. Let me see one comment. Vikash, very well done, Vikash. You are absolutely correct. Hub is a layer 1 device, physical layer device. What is the size of the IPv4 address? The toughest question of this session. So guys, we know that, right? 32 bits it is. What can we discuss? It is 32-bit. For example, if this is an IP address, right? So guys, we are having IP address in the like dotted decimal format. Like these decimals are separated by a single dot. That is why this is called dotted decimal format. And this one field, the size of this one single field is 8 bits. So these 32 bits are equally divided in 4 different fields. And because we are having 8 bits in each field, that is why this field is called an octet. So actually this IP address consists of 4 octets equally divided, each octet like having 8 bits, and we are having IP address in dotted decimal format, and the size of IP is 32 bits, right? The correct answer is okay, the option D is the correct answer. 3 comments are there. So let's see, guys. Okay, Vikash, Sudesh are continuously, they're regularly answering. That's very nice, impressive. Komor, has given the correct answer as well. Very well done. Awesome. Next question. Very okay. So okay, I told you, right? The beginning, the questions I asked, those were very basic questions. Very soon the level will definitely increase. So have patience. Okay, what is the size of IPv6 address? The size of IPv6 address is 128 bits, and guys, in IPv6 we are having 8 fields. Okay, and the IPv6 address present in hexadecimal format, and every field is separated by a single colon, right? And in one single field we are having 16 bits, right? So 16 bits are equally distributed in 8 different fields. So overall we are having the size of IPv6 is 128 bit. When the time will come, we will discuss IPv6 in very detail. Very soon I'll be covering how to configure these routing protocols. We are having OSPF, EIGRP, BGP with IPv6, right? But right now this is not the correct time for now, like I told you, that I'm covering the basics. So just keep, guys, go with the flow. Okay, just I'll increase the level at my own, and you will not have any kind of disappointment. I can bet you on that. Okay, might be possible few people are there who you must have some kind of very good experience, and you must be thinking, okay, these are the very basics, why are you teaching this? Ask some good quality questions will very soon will come. Okay, but basics, and then slowly we will move towards that. Okay, okay guys, so what is the size of a MAC address? It's a 48-bit, and we are having normally two type of format for a MAC address. Let me show you. It is kind of, let's say, A2 colon 2B C30149, and one more will come. Let's say F D, let's say. Okay, so in sometimes you will see this kind of format. Okay, but in Cisco devices you will normally see this kind of format. Let's say A22B dot C301 dot 49F, and then D. Okay, so this format actually varies as per the vendor you're working on, but actually the format doesn't matter in MAC address. What matters is these hexadecimal digits, right? So your MAC address is always present in hexadecimal format, and the size of your MAC address is 48 bits. Okay, and the correct answer is option A. And again, Suresh is there. Okay, Kumar, yeah, exactly. Vikash, very good guys, both of you are absolutely correct. Well done. How many number of layers we have? Okay, I'm sorry, this is the toughest question of this class. Okay, sorry. So yeah, how many number of layers we are having? We are having 7 layers, guys. Application layer, presentation, session, transport, network, data link layer, and then physical layer. Okay, how many number of layers we are having in TCP IP? We are having 4 layers in TCP IP, right? Okay, okay. Which protocol resolve MAC address from IP address? Like which protocol is we are using to resolve a MAC address from IP address? So guys, the options are CDP, LDP, ARP, DTP. What is the full form? I have mentioned as well. Our address resolution protocol, Cisco Discovery Protocol, Label Distribution Protocol, and Dynamic Trunking Protocol. The correct answer is ARP, Address Resolution Protocol. So ARP is the protocol which we are using to resolve a MAC address using IP address. Okay, how ARP works? Let me give you a quick overview of this. For example, there is a PCA with IP address of 1.1 which is connected to a switch, and there are two PCs which is PCB 1.2 and PCC, the IP is 1.3. You guys got it? Now for example, PCA wants to communicate with PCB, right? So what we are normally, let's say PCA want to ping PCB. So we are on PCA, I'm writing the command ping 1.2. 1.2 is the IP, assume. Okay, 1.2 is the IP address. What PCA will do? PCA will start building up the packet. So when it will reach to network layer, it will know that the source IP is my own IP and destination will be 1.2, and I told him the destination is 1.2. But when it will go to data link layer, source MAC, okay, it's no, assume A is the MAC address of PCA. So in source it will mention A, but what it will put in the destination, because we didn't tell him that what is the MAC address of the destination machine with it is communicating with. So what this, but and also, okay, you cannot send an incomplete packet. So what PCA will do, it will first send a ARP request packet for 1.2 IP address. So the ARP request packet, let me see. Okay, so ARP request packet, it will go to switch will see it is a broadcasting. So ARP request is always a broadcast request. Switch will broadcast it. both will receive, but B will find its own IP address as a destination IP, so B will accept it, and then it will and C will discard that because it is not for C, and B will reply, or B will send a ARP reply packet, and ARP reply is always a unicast. So from this ARP, A will send ARP broadcast, and in the response of that ARP broadcast, it will receive the ARP reply packet, and with the help of that reply packet, PCA will build up its ARP table. Every host maintains ARP table, so it will maintain in its ARP table that the IP address 1.2 is having the MAC address of B, and then it will put the destination MAC in the ICMP packet, and then it will forward that packet to B, and this is how the communication will happen first time. Now when next time A will communicate with B, it will not generate this ARP because it is already having the entry in its ARP table. So ARP will always generated when it will not find the destination MAC in its ARP table. This is also not the in-depth explanation or ARP. I just gave you the overview. Understood? Because I'm not covering ARP right now. ARP itself is a huge protocol because we are having different types of ARP. There are gratuitous ARP, proxy ARP, reverse ARP, okay? So an ARP, right? So when I will introduce the ARP, that time I'll show you the exact the all the steps in pretty much detail, okay guys? So the correct answer is ARP. And now let's see who has given the correct answer. Let me see. Okay, very good. B is the correct answer. Yes, both of you are absolutely correct. Well done. Okay, another question is also from these protocols only. Which protocol used to discover neighboring devices of Cisco routers and switches? Okay, it's a pretty cool question. So guys, actually the question says, for example, I'm having a switch. It is connected to different Cisco devices. Another, let's say, switch. There is another router, for example. So these devices are having the capability of discovering their physically connected neighbors. But which protocol is responsible behind that? So there is one protocol, and that protocol is called CDP, Cisco Discovery Protocol. Okay, so with the help of Cisco Discovery Protocol, these networking devices can discover their physically connected neighbors, right? And with the help of, so they maintain a CDP table, and in the CDP table you can actually see that these number of devices are connected with these number of interfaces, and these and it will also show the host name of the devices which are connecting to you, what operating system is running on that platforms, on their platforms. Okay, so that much of detail, and IP also, it will also show you the management IP as well, right? So these much of information this CDP protocol can provide you. It is very useful protocol, guys. For example, you want to study the physical topology, like how the devices are connected physically. You don't need to go to or visit the site, right? Just by remotely, you can just take the remote access of these devices, and with the help of the CDP protocol, you can find out that how these devices are physically connected. It's very useful protocol. Even myself, I have used CDP in order to create the physical topologies of lot of larger sites, guys. Pretty complex sites are there and they are connected, but you need to prepare a physical diagram. So I have used CDP. I'm using, like everyone is using CDP, because apart from that, we are not having any other option to find out the physical connectivity. Okay, so this is very important protocol. So let me give you the brief overview. ARP, address resolution protocol. It is a kind of tongue twister actually, right? So CDP, Cisco Discovery Protocol, LDP, Label Distribution Protocol. This is big shot among all these protocols. LDP, don't go with this small name. It is very big. Actually, guys, LDP is used in MPLS. When we are talking MPLS is kind of, it's a kind of completely different, domain, you can say. Okay, it comes in routing and switching and also in service provider track. But MPLS is a huge VPN. It's a kind of VPN, and it is a huge VPN in itself. Because in order to implement MPLS, you have to be very good in BGP, in like IGP, like routing protocols like RIP, IGRP, OSPF, then you have to be very good with Cisco Express forwarding. What is forwarding information base? You have to be very good with those concepts in order to properly understand MPLS and IBGP, EBGP. You should know the concepts. And then at the end, guys, I'm missing something. Yeah, exactly. VRF you should know, right? You should be very good with VRF as well. So MPLS, so yeah, so LDP is used in MPLS, label distribution protocol. The name itself saying that it, what LDP will do, whatever the prefixes mean route, okay, whatever the routes you will have in your routing table, your LDP will actually label those routes, and then on the behalf of those labels, your routers will start forwarding the packet. And this is how MPLS works, but I'm not going to discuss anything apart from this, because it is something which is, it's like next level thing, okay. But I'm not saying that I will not cover. I will definitely cover it, and when I will cover it, you will not gonna have any kind of complaint against that, because this is one of my favorite topic. The MPLS, it's cool, it's like fun configuring MPLS. I'm telling you guys, I might can arrange one, that a live session, and in front of you guys live, I will configure MPLS from the scratch, okay, and that would be fun. I'm telling you guys, you will gonna enjoy that. Okay, so DTP, dynamic trunking protocol, guys, when you are connecting two switches, as there I have connected already, right? By default, they form trunk link. They negotiate with each other and they will form trunk link. But why they are forming trunk link? Which protocol is responsible behind that? So DTP is the protocol which is responsible behind that. Okay, so like that, these are the explanation of these protocol I have mentioned here. I hope you have got some basic idea at least. That is what my aim is right now. What is the IP protocol? Okay guys, so from this question I'll create another video anyways. I think this video became too long. Okay, but that's cool, because initially that I wanted to make some announcement, but not next time, like I'll try to create a little shorter video so that you can watch the videos easily and all that. It will be more convenient for you. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the session. This is how we will be gonna do these explanations, and so I believe that you enjoyed and you understood what these are the basic things, and I believe that most of the people will be already know these things, okay. But this is how we will gonna proceed, and this would be the format of this explanation video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the session, guys, and guys, seriously, if you find this session informative and if you really like what I'm doing, please share this with your friends. And guys, don't go without subscribing my channel. Do like the hit the like button, guys, and do the comments below, and let me know if there is something which I can improve, or you want something. Just do the comments, guys. Interact with me. I want to interact with you, okay. And also, I wanted to request one thing. See, I talked about subscribers, views, that's okay. But as you can see, there is 7 dislikes also. Completely fine. But if you are disliking, at least comment that why you disliked, okay? Otherwise, your dislikes are meaningless, okay? So guys, if you're disliking, do the comments below. That thing I didn't like, I'll improve that. Understand that I'm kind of pretty flexible person. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this session, and this was Mohsin Khan. You were watching Risky Networking. Let's learn together.